Right, this is my friend David Brown, another volunteer at Watchet station, and we're just going to have a look at his model railway. Yeah, it's certainly plenty packed in here, isn't it? David has to stoop down underneath.
Sure is.
To get in. Let me just have a look at things from this side of it. Is this, you had a model railway before you moved here, didn't you?
Yes, this is the remnants of what was in our loft in our old house. This is a lot smaller, obviously, but been modified to fit in here. So you see I've got quite a few models here.
Is this a smaller space than you had before?
Yeah, it's much smaller. This is probably about half the size.
Yeah.
The old house was 18 feet square. Well, this is only 4 metres, well, just under 4 metres long and just under 3 metres wide here. So mixing metaphors and sizes, as always.
You were able to rescue all the buildings and things from the
No, the buildings are all new.
Oh, are they? All right.
Most of the buildings are new. I rescued a few, but they didn't. The removal lorry didn't do a good job.
Oh, right. No, that is a problem.
It is. In fact, we've got quite a bit of damage.
I know I had to virtually scrap my old layout in the old house, and it was sad to sort of chop it up literally to take it up to the tip, you know?
Yeah.
I did rescue buildings and things.
No, although I showed the removal company before we moved that, we had this and they saw it. When the guys come, they knew nothing of it.
Typical, isn't it?
Typical. Never mind.
Yeah, in my case, we ordered everything, and in the end they had to bring a second lorry to get it all in, because they had lots of old classic scooters and the like.
Oh, right,
Well, I wish I could just go in and switch my layout on it, it would all run loosely. I have to go in and clean the track mostly before I can even start to run.
Yeah. What I have got, have you seen these things? It fits onto the axles and they run along wiping it.
Oh, right. No, I haven't come across those. Well, they're just sort of gravity... designed for what?
Change masters.
All right.
Change master.
Interesting.
They're very good, actually.
Yeah, I of course model in German outline, which isn't so convenient for fine bits and pieces, but that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I can even think of something similar myself to make. But you're certainly not short of rolling stock.
No. A lot of it I've built myself. And I realised I've got quite a bit wrong. It's only last week I realised that the soul bars and the yard stock should be teak, and I painted mine black.
Yeah. Right, I'll come underneath and join you in the middle. Gosh, you're certainly not short of rolling stock. How many lookers have you got here running?
I haven't counted.
About 20 odd by the look of it?
20, yeah. And we've got all this lot here. Some of which I built myself. This is the start. This is, my son came home from school one day when he was about 10, 11, said, no, 11, what's maths about?
Oh.
Don't understand it. So he started talking about...
practical uses of it.
Practical uses of it. So he's interested in engines, and we use 4mm scale, that's what it is. If you like to look, this is made out of an old oil can. The whole loco is made out of an old oil can.
Certainly very impressive from a distance, anyway.
Yeah, it's not that brilliant as a model.
Right.
But, solid chassis I made, built the wheels.
Yeah.
And that started it whole thing.
Does it run reliably?
No, it doesn't run in long. It used to, but the motors, it's these old Trying XO4 motors, now so old, they sort of...
I made a Sentinel rail car once from a white metal kit.
Yeah.
And it was such a heavy great monster, it would hardly move. So all I just could do with that was use it as a static exhibit.
Yeah, I think
Anyway, I don't notice much Great Western stuff in it.
No, yes, I have actually. One piece of Great Western stuff. One, and I can show you it. I bet you can't spot it. No. This chassis was from a prairie tank locomotive.
All right.
And it's now been modified somewhat to fit.
Yeah, right.
I think it's an A5. Is it A5 tank? Something like that.
And what's your controller there? That's
Gauge Master.
Gauge Master. Oh yes.
That's only what I found.
Oh yes.
This one.
They're good, aren't they?
I bought It was thrown at me in a model shop in Farnborough because it was the end of the line, you see.
Right.
And I bought it quite cheaply.
Yes.
And that was, 20 odd years ago.
Yes.
And when we moved here, this one was faulty. It kept, if you'd moved it, the train would go, but when you tried to slow it down, it stopped the supply and the train would jerk.
Yeah.
So I phoned them up and they still didn't return it. We're under warranty. I said, really? They said, yes, you have a lifetime warranty. So I sent it back to them.
That was good.
And they returned it to me, all finished, all right.
Lovely.
So,
Yeah,
and
let's see that one move
then
over
the
there.
next one actually went pop one day, so I phoned them up. That's no problem.
Second time, right?
Send it back, this one. So I sent it back to them. I said, surely, I want to pay for it. He said, oh no. So I thought, well, at least all the paper postage. So I sent it back with a cheque for a £5. They returned it to me a week later with the cheque. I mean, that is
good
service.
firm, yeah.
I mean, I wish Backman gave that sort of service.
That sounded... What was that? Oh, something fell over.
Oh, yes.
How did that get hit? Because there's nothing running out there. Or did you move a point? Oh, the signals fell over. Vibration, was it?
No, I was putting some curtains up here last week and I knocked it.
All right.
I wonder.
Well.
And
That tender's got a bit of a wobble. I'm not sure if all the wheels are on the track.
no, do you know what it is? The traction tyre on it split.
Right.
So I got what I thought was the correct traction tyre, and it's not. It's just twisted. That's why it's wobbling as it goes round.
At least it gives a grip. And what's that? Oh, I see. That's I'm not used to seeing that end coach on the LNER train there.
Oh, that's the observation car.
Gosh.
That was for the coronation.
All right.
And that was used converted by British Rail up in Scotland.
Is that how are those coaches homemade?
Huh?
Are they home built coaches?
Most of the countries, these are something mixture of Hornby, Airfix, whatever. But all this lot, this lot, and these are all in Kirk.
I notice you've got mostly white roofed coaches,
Yes.
whereas in practice mostly they're black.
Well, they were painted white originally, but of course they ended up filthy, didn't they?
Ended up
Filthy. Just,
dirty,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, they would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Like steam and smoke,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
whatever. You were not going to get nice, clean.
no. Right. Well, goodness me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's only got lots
That's
of
a
action
mixture of
here.
very old Hornby stock, isn't it?
Oh, great stuff. Do you have any fancy driving a real train sometime?
Yes, definitely.
I wonder if you could arrange that in some way.
Well, I think so. Father Christmas might be kind to me. That's really stuck. Oh, that's fantastic.
Right, we're around at David's house now on the morning where his son has given him a wonderful present. Is this his birthday present?
Yes, it is actually. It's
All
the 70th.
Yeah, my national speed limit. You must want to give me all the way now.
And what are we going to be doing this morning?
Birthday.
What's the plan for this morning?
The plan for this morning is we're going to go to Bishop's Lydeard
Ooh.
and have a go on the STEAM ENGINEMANS course.
Well, that'd be cool.
We're gonna
That'd be great.
we're gonna take you from driving your little models to
big
a
one.
great big
Whoa.
one.
Wonderful, we look
12
forward to
foot to
it.
the inch grid. 12 foot
That's
to
it,
the inch
yeah,
grade.
12 foot to 12
12 inch to the
You mean that?
grade.
We got it there now.
I hope he's laughing like that at the end of the day.
Yeah, yes. We got all our gear.
So there you go. Happy
Right,
birthday.
thank you. Right. Oh, do I get the engine to bring home?
Yes.
We put it in the garden.
Might have something to say about that.
She might do, yes. Bring it through the house, she might get a bit upset.
Here we are at BL. Got a famous driver to take day there. And a famous guard, come to think of it. And that's Maureen, his wife. And luckily they said we can travel in the guard's van. And I should be able to film what goes on. From a distance at any rate, which is great anyway. There's Dave himself looking around the guard's van from all right. I think this time there are 4 in the guys. So there were 2 other people on the course, was it? The same of it?
I think so, yeah.
We got Great Western tank engine till late 20th, early 30th, owned by Pete Waterman. This was the last one out of Barry. So, generally speaking, in the cab, it's pure Victoriana really, but it's all the Great Western locos are basically the same cab layout on all of them. The only difference is whether they've got a vacuum brake or a steam brake. So, if you come up carefully. But, and I'll run through some of the basic controls, and then what we do, we go down 2 at a time. Okay?
I think they're experimenting with the brake now to ride with the brake on. That's probably the most important thing to learn about doing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I should think so, yes. Get through the buses at the end.
Right, so you 2 are going on second.
We're going on second.
Right.
Right.
Hang it on one of those books.
Oh, look at that. That's atmospheric, isn't it?
That's it, isn't it? That's about as close up as you can get.
I don't know if that's steam or the rain.